Aha, this has been episode 33. 33, we moving up, brother. 33.
This is the episode Jesus died, 33 years old. I had to bring it up. This episode, we talk about nothing is safe. We talk about, the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Yes.
Like always, Israel and Palestine, we bring it up briefly. We bring up
Comedy, of course.
comedy.
We talk farm animals.
Farm animals.
Dumbest farm animals.
Beer.
Yeah.
Stupid women who get shocked in the shower. And just all kinds of stuff that it's going to make you laugh, hopefully, and think.
Yeah, we have David Stickle in the studio from upstate New York. Yes. So tune in and tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, I think you're going to like this one, man. So let's get into it.
We have the most likable, nicest face by our guest, sitting next to the most angry Eastern European face. The juxtaposition is almost soothing.
And the Caribbean guys got to just balance them out. Black people again saving the world. Check it out.
Welcome to the Three Chubby But Strong Guys podcast. Right?
New channel.
Who's strong?
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Man, we got with us.
We should rename this Two Davids and an Alex podcast.
Ooh. Oh my God.
This would be the
At least we have biblical names.
Two Davids, one Goliath.
this is the dad podcast, right, guys?
Yeah. Well, your dad?
No, I give off dad vibes though.
Oh, dad vibes.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's the upstate New York thing. It's the upstate New York because most people think that because you're upstate, you marry early, you got a family, you got like 4 or 5 kids, you got a animal or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So silly.
that's awesome, man.
Most people don't know that Dave is a gigolo. He has like hoes now.
Is this live? Or are we?
He's like, shh, don't tell him.
We're gonna edit that. That Dave he's monogamous. He has one girl. It's gonna
He
get subtitles.
loves
in.
her.
Yeah.
See, honey, I told you.
Yeah.
Nervous sweat.
He's like, what is this live? What? No. Not supposed to know. Welcome, man. Welcome to the pod, brother.
Man,
Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, sure,
We're
sure.
rolling.
And you have your own podcast. What's it called?
Likable.
Yeah.
Likable
David
podcast.
Stickles. Yeah.
We've got to. You want us to do it together? We'll do it together, man. Sure.
However you want to do it, guys.
Yeah.
We'll just use this.
Yeah.
This is great.
Have you ever done 2 people on your like 3 people on your podcast?
I've done two guests before. It was Gabe Baldizzi and Christina Mercer.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like my original road dog crew. We would drive to West Nyack every Friday together.
Oh yeah, you guys did that?
Yeah, hour and a half drive. We would just do it every Friday. It was
man.
yeah.
You're in Rhinebeck, right?
Rhinebeck, yeah.
Okay.
Hipster Rhinebeck, man, Brooklyn, where I saw a baby hipster. I saw a real baby hipster in the live.
Really?
Yeah, it was that last show for you at the Krog, which was like a year ago already.
About, yeah.
And I was out there with Michael Gumidiande, another comic, and who was I with? Somebody else.
Malice.
No, with Al Felony. No. Sorry. What's his name? The Italian dude.
Alfano?
Joe Alfano. Joe. Me, an Italian comic, Joe Alfano, and a black comic, Michael Gumidiande, were walking the streets of Rhinebeck.
Really important to put
Yes.
the ethnicities out there.
Yes, well, I'm painting a picture to the audience. So we were walking, and we saw a dude. He's wearing like a tight black shirt buttoned up to here with like a gold chain on the inside, a fedora, tight skinny jeans, and Converse shoes. And he was like 50. And he had a 4-year-old wearing the same outfit. Now, I want you to picture a 4-year. That kid ain't dressing himself. This douche dressed his kid. He douched up his kid.
No, it's not douche.
I've never seen anything like that to this day.
Fashionable, Alex. I don't understand.
Even Michael Gumidiande, a black guy, was just like mouth open. Like he would, when you make a black guy go, "Holy shit, what kind of fashion is this?" That's
Fashionable.
that's very
I feel like
questionable.
that happens pretty often.
It's like,
It was like, well, I got that. I got a fedora in my closet. I was gonna wear it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, white people's clothing choices, I feel like upset black people.
Wait,
often.
was he?
That's true.
Was he white?
It was a little white kid, little hipster kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what isn't Rhinebeck like very hipsterfied from people from Brooklyn and everything?
I don't know. It's got a lot of city influence, but I don't know. It's also got a lot of old money influence too. So
Okay.
yeah, there's like a good mix.
You were born and raised there.
Born and raised Rhinebeck.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, family farm, couple generations. That's
Farm?
yeah.
You do got a farm. He does have like a farm body, right? Like a power.
Yeah.
You're a power lifter too.
Yeah. Retired power lifter.
Retired?
Yeah.
How long were you
retired.
doing it? How long? When did you start?
I started powerlifting in probably like 2015, and I retired after one competition.
Really?
But yeah, no. I did one competition after the quarantine, and because I was like, yeah, I gotta try that too, along with comedy. I really wanted to try it, but I tried that, and then I had some medical stuff. I tore my bicep off, and then I just decided to stop powerlifting, guys. Yeah.
Oh, man, you did the bench press, deadlift, squat, all
Oh
three.
yeah, squat, bench, dead. Yeah.
Squat, bench, dead. So I was an Olympic weightlifter. It's a little different.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did it for I did it in during college and before college, and then I switched over to track. You need to do it for track. 'Cause
Oh,
I was
really?
a thrower.
Huh.
But I randomly just met this team through a friend, through my coach in track in college, and he said, we weightlift. Oh no, wait, no, it was a bouncer I was working with, and he's like, there's a whole weightlifting team in the Queens, and my coach was like this guy who was world champion and had the world record in the 80s in the clean and press
Oh.
as a 170 pounder. I think he clean and pressed like 360 back in the 80s, and he was like Olympic alternate. So it was like a big, and they have like Olympians that train down there and everything. That little Turkish guy, have you heard of him?
No.
The little tiny Turkish guy, he's like 5 foot. He's like the only guy to lift triple his body weight, or the first guy to lift 3 times his body weight. This dude is like 5'2", and like I think it was 135 pounds, and he was the first guy to triple his body weight. So he did like 400-pound clean and jerk,
Ugh.
weighing 135.
What's crazy about that is like his friends will still, like his family will be like, you're still the first alternate. You're not even good. It's like you can do 4 times your body weight overhead. It's crazy.
I've never even come close to any of that.
Any of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
All I did was the shot put incorrectly just because I would get a free ticket so I could go dance with the girls at our sports day. That was
Wait, in high school?
that was motivation. To do good at school, because then you're going to compete against the other schools, and you're going to be shit, but at least you're getting in for free. So I'm dancing. That's what it is.
You think sports gives you like I'm gonna tell you something. I personally think sports gives you, like, if you were a disciplined athlete, I think it's good for comedy, because I think the discipline transfers over. I feel like it's always helped me because I was a very disciplined athlete.
I've often applied strategy to getting stronger at comedy. I'll say
Tell me
that.
how?
Because like with like weightlifting, right? Like if I have a 550 squat and I want to get it to 600, right? I got to work back. So, I'll program X amount of reps for over time. It's just programming, right? But I know I need to hit this amount of reps, this amount of whatnot. So the same thing with like comedy is just like I have to program it backwards as far as like I know where I want to be, so I have to go back and figure this out. Like this past week, I had a show at my bar on Saturday, and to prepare for that, I had to work my way back, and I started with an open mic on Tuesday with rough jokes that I wrote on that Monday, and then I hosted a competition in Albany, and I tried those jokes out in front of a crowd. Then I hit them one more time on on Thursday, and then I took Friday off to just chill and then prep, and then on Saturday
So it's like a workout plan, but you have it for comedy. So that's great.
Yeah. I mean, that's if you want to
very
parallel, you
structured.
can. Yeah, I need structure.
How did it come out on Saturday?
I think it came out well. So what happens with me when I do comedy, if I know the material, I'm gonna sweat less, which makes me a lot more comfortable. But also I can riff a little bit more because I'm not gonna lose track of where I'm going. So
So you mean like you haven't tried the material yet at open mic? You won't try it at a show. You try it at an open mic just to test it, give it a test run.
like
It's funny.
yes and no. Like I'm unfortunately, I'm not to the point where I can stop going to open mics. I don't know if you guys still even go to open mics.
No,
anymore.
it's still beneficial.
Yeah.
I think it's still beneficial. It depends. Like if you're getting booked 5 days a week, then you don't have time.
Exactly.
But if you like this week, I have I don't think I have one show, so I'll hit 1 to 2 open mics. If I have 3 in a week, then I won't. But then I'll try stuff at an open mic. And sometimes I still will. So it's good. Listen, man, we saw Paul Virzi. I saw Paul Virzi at right when COVID happened. So that's 5 years ago. He was already had one Comedy Central special, or maybe 2, and I saw him at an open mic at Lucy's doing 10 minutes. So if he can do it, and I think at that point he was still doing comedy already like 12 to 15 years. I think that we, you know what I mean? We can still open mic.
I have a weird relationship with Paul Virzi.
Really?
Yeah.
Bad or good?
Explain.
This is not going to make any sense.
So I love it.
I will. You have a business account on your Instagrams,
Yes.
right? You ever check to see who watches them?
No. How do you? What do you mean?
What do you mean check?
Like when you go to your stories. Yes, I should have
Yeah.
clarified. When you go on your stories, you can click the little heads thing at the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
and
Does
it
he
shows
watch
who-
your stories?
So I post like maybe 4 or 5 stories in a day.
Yeah.
And I'll go to I'll just look at all of them, and the value of the blue check is that I notice you a little bit more. So I see my 4th story in that there's Paul Virzi, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. I go to the story before that, and because that's where it had an actual joke, and he's not there. He actually just watched a weightlifting thing that I was doing. I was like, okay, interesting. So I screenshot it. I was like, this is interesting, and then I followed him. 'Cause I didn't even follow him, right? So I followed him, and then, this happened over the course of maybe 6 weeks. I would notice that he would just be watching a middle story and nothing else. And I'm like, how is this happening? And then eventually he started showing up on all of them after I sent him a screenshot. I said, what the heck, man? What are you doing? Why are you watching? Do you want
I'm watching you watch me.
Can I open for you? Let me host? What's going on?
Did he respond?
No. I screenshot it, put it in the story, and I tagged him. I was like, watch this. Watch these other stories.
Was he watching the weightlifting ones more?
He was watching more gym. It finally, when he liked one of the stories, he showed up on all of them.
All right, here's what you do.
That's what blew his cover.
You do one where you're deadlifting. It doesn't matter what the weight is. You get a white T-shirt made that says, Virzi, I know you're watching this. Like the fucking video. Now,
Follow me back,
But,
please.
but you had that to one of your stories, right?
he put the little heart, whatever, on 2 or 3 of my stories just randomly.
Yeah.
But didn't watch any of it.
Were you same guy?
And it wasn't like when I did it, there was one where I opened for a couple bigger names. It wasn't that. It was just the most random one.
To be
like,
quite
all right.
honest with you, I haven't checked who's watched my stories. I just haven't checked.
Must be nice, David.
No, I just haven't checked. I put it up and I forget about it, to be quite honest. I put it
Yeah,
up.
man.
Yeah.
I just met a comic that's completely off Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah?
She was with us on the show. I could just stare into Hannah Krasnow, Chris Backus' girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. She
And
just
she's-
got off.
She completely went off. She said she was addicted to it. I guess I could say this.
Yeah.
And she's like, people will just reach me through my phone number, through my email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure out a way.
That makes sense.
That's an awesome way to. I mean, I don't do that, but what I'm doing now is I got really bad with the scrolling. Is I'll do this. I'll check it. This is the only solution I have for me. It works for me. I check it at 9 a.m. and I check it at 9 p.m. sort of an hour before I go to bed. If I have a message, because a booker will reach out to you, and then I don't. I try not to look at the videos.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I always check. I'm a little bit
All day long.
Yeah, I mean the phone is always near me.
It's hard though.
Well, I got sucked in because I've been managing small businesses for a decade now, and I got sucked into my phone just because and this is a lame excuse by the way, but I got sucked in because I was just like, oh, what if an employee texts me? What happens if I'm not there and they need something? I gotta respond.
That's a different thing. You're a business guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
you
that
totally
eventually
need
turned
to.
into Instagram.
I mean, I check mine a lot of times. First thing in the morning, I'm up. I would admit though, I don't obsess over likes like I used to.
Yeah.
Right before I used to be actually hurt. Like, why didn't this video do well? I'm not funny. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I know. There's
but-
no rhyme or reason to it.
But I don't. I just put them out. I just put them out. I keep putting them out. And I like to create skits as well because stand up for me is I'm always working on it. Right. I know I'm getting better. Right. I'm getting better. And even I used to do. I remember doing a bit maybe early this year, and I just connected it to a bit I've been doing for a few years ago, and I got it seemed like a brand new bit. Right, for comedy, but that's why I don't post a lot of bits because I'm still working on each and every one of them. You know what I mean? So I rather post. I might post, and I promise to post more bits, but I post mostly sketches because that's what we do. I create a bunch of sketches.
And you're a business owner, so you're a bar owner, right?
Not owner. I'm barely in partnership with this. But
Barely in
yeah,
partnership. All right.
Yeah. I like to leave that up to imagination.
Are
Yeah.
you are you a master brewer?
No.
Do you
I'm
brew?
no,
beer?
no. I did like I came from the gym industry to manage this bar, and because I switched during COVID, and
Okay.
gyms were shut down, bars were still operational. Go figure. Alcohol is
I know,
essential,
right?
right? So
Like it kills the COVID.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I switched to because I wanted to work. So switched over, and then yeah, I didn't know anything about craft beer, and then
Yeah.
I just learned.
Oh, I thought you were like come from. Oh, so you came from. But in gyms, were you running gyms?
Yeah,
said you were
yeah. So I
Running
had,
a gym, like owner or like
no,
manager?
no. I started at front desk there, and over a year's time, I was in charge. And then I had 65 employees, and just did that.
Oh, that's a lot.
Worked 12 hours a day. That was
One gym?
really stupid. Yeah, one gym.
Wow.
12
Yeah.
hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is like two of it was like maybe me working out, But while you're there, you're like policing, the kids, and you're just like, you're never actually off. Like you
You
never
know,
get to
putting
turn
anybody in
off.
the headlock. Say,
Yeah,
don't you
man.
come back in here.
Yeah.
Put 'em in
I have a
headlock.
respect for anybody who owns a business. That's a hard.
Yeah.
That's a disciplined, hard job.
It's not that bad once you figure it out.
Can be right. Like if
Yeah.
it depends what business, I guess. Right. Like I've known a few over my days. I've known a few people who run restaurants, bakeries. That to me is insane. It's
That
like
is a different
12 to 14-hour days.
If you're
to
lucky.
get it started for the first couple of years, and then like, oh, if I trust my sous chef,
Even though
then I can
only
back off a
luck.
little. It's like, oof,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
not for me.
I didn't mean to say lucky because I don't believe in luck, but yeah, it's 12 to 14 days, eat something or more, at least, at the very least, it's 12 to 14 days. When you own a restaurant, yeah,
Yeah, man.
cook and I mean, most I've done is thrown barbecues or do like some things for an event, and I'm like, wow, this is.
And
a
it's
lot of
like this. It's a think about going into a restaurant or bar in business, and about another. He was a bartender. He told me, and when you think about this, bars and restaurants. How many of them do you see every couple of years change names? They never. They're like
It's
they
a lot.
rarely stay in business for more than 5 years. It's a tough.
It is.
It's a
Yeah.
scary thing to go into business.
I
when you know
cater.
that's
I
gonna
cater for an event because I do these things. These codfish fritters. We call them fish cakes in Barbados, and I did them for an event, and I did that and some bread pudding. Just two things. And how tired I was. The fatigue that I
You gotta
had.
tell this story really good. Can I just?
Okay.
I called him and I hear like frying in the background. So he basically took a gig to make like enough food for like how many people? 60, 80, 100, whatever. What is
yeah,
it? How
100,
about that?
100, yeah.
Out of your house. Can you imagine if I'm like, David, I'm coming over. Can you make some burgers? So imagine I'm like, yeah, I'm coming over with 80 people. And you're like, what? I'm going to do that on my kitchen with my 3 burners?
Yeah.
But I took it.
It's
to
a
them.
lot of fish cakes to fry.
Yeah.
Insane.
I took it to them.
Oh, God. I hate
was a
having
lot.
5 people over my house for a barbecue.
A lot. Plus the bread pudding. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, it was a lot.
A lot of work. Also the cleaning afterwards.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah. But it was. I did it this year, but it was scaled down. But I had last year's experience, right? Because I'm not good at like planning stuff. My wife is a planner, but when she had asked me, "Do you have?" Because she stayed away out of it. She's out of it. She said, "What do you have? You should have. You should have." I was like, check, and check. I had got. She was like, "All right, well, good." I did such a good job that it had me back this year. And then I finished this year, and the girl was like, "Oh, we'll see you next year." I was like, "All right, let me know."
So how long are you in the beer industry, the alcohol?
August
pub,
is 5
bar.
years now.
It's a craft brewery, right? Microbrewery, right?
It's not. We don't brew anything. So we all of our. I say this to all of our customers. All the breweries in our area are like over the river and through the woods. And Rhinebeck is like such a visited little town that when people come into the town, they pop in our spot, and if they're craft beer fans, like I'll point them to the beer that they're looking for, and then just be like, hey, that's like 45 minutes away if you got a car, you
Oh,
go
so it's
check it out.
really it's a bar, but it just
Yeah,
taps.
So
or
what
distributes
about
all
your
these beers.
international beer? What about the German beer, David?
It's the German beers.
Yeah, it's the German beers.
We
Just
like
the
to have the German Pilsners. Maybe a
yes.
Kolsch.
Yes.
We're currently celebrating Oktoberfest right now.
How about a nice ghost? Do you like ghosts?
Say,
I Ghost gives me
It's a distinctive
heartburn.
taste.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
Ghost has salt, a little salt and coriander.
Sours, man. They really.
yeah,
Sours.
Chest,
I'm a
man,
big
yeah.
sour beer fan.
Yeah, really.
Eastern European. Like,
Yeah, man.
born and
The
raised.
German beers aren't actually known for being good because they have like that stupid German.
as you offend our German
No,
population.
but you know what I'm saying. They have the stupid German beer law, which is that I don't. You know about it, right?
No.
So in Germany, it literally hurts them. It's the dumbest thing. You can't make beer out of more than the 5 ingredients: water, yeast, hops, malt, barley, or wheat. Like you can't add any ingredients. So it makes it like this. They're proud of that. Like that's good, right? Like only 5 ingredients. It's pure. But then you can't add like fruit. You can't. So all German beer kind of tastes like the same crap. It's not that.
Yeah,
great.
you will
It's
make the
over.
beer, but you cannot.
I'm calling the
you
Germans out
cannot-
right now.
you
Your
cannot-
beer's
You
overhyped.
cannot add any fruit to the beer. Of beer, your beer must be
It's
pure.
good- it's good if
Only
you like-
and 5 ingredients only. Yeah.
There's some German guy right now listening in White Plains who's an ex-Nazi. He's just losing his shit on his couch right now. Like, this is not true.
Well, this is false. This is spreading false.
Lies.
They are lies.
Nine. I do not take this insubordination. Hans, get in the car.
Okay, we will find these guys. Especially the black one. Where did he learn to speak like this?
Grab the Volkswagen.
I used to brew beer out of my house. I did it for like 5 years. Like every
Really?
couple months I'd make a beer. It like the 5-gallon kits that they come in, you know,
Yeah,
like those.
good for you.
Yeah, it was all right. But then like you have to give it all away because you're getting like fat because you're drinking beer all the time. I was like, just drinking the beer I was making all the time. You can't do that. That's not.
Well,
It's
if
not healthy or sustainable.
well, yeah, especially if you love the beer, yeah.
Yeah.
If
know.
me, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd have that problem. Because
That's a lot. A 5-gallon batch of beer is 48 12-ounce beers.
right.
So I would brew one on like a Friday night or, you know. It's
How
fun.
long does it take?
So you cook it for a few hours. That's the brewing process. And then you got to rapidly cool it with this copper coil. You got to hook a hose up to a copper coil.
Wow, that's
You got to put it in the beer. You got to sanitize it with the special sanitizer because you can't touch it.
I'm tapping out.
Because
I'm done.
if there's any bacteria in there, it'll spoil. After it cools, you transfer it to like a kettle, like those fermenter-looking things that are like cones, and it sits in there. Then you add the yeast. It sits in there for 4 to 6 weeks. You move it once. You transfer it once because there's stuff on the bottom that sits there. And then when you move it, you let it sit there for another 2 weeks, and then you move it into bottles, bottle it, and then 2 weeks after that, it's carbonated. You can drink it. A 6-week process.
That sounds like a
8
job
weeks.
for the Amish.
You don't have a lot of friends, do you, Alex?
Oh, this was when my kids are very little.
Oh,
This
okay,
was
okay.
no. Listen, this is Valan talked about this. We had Valan a guest, and he has little kids. There's that phase when you have little kids where you've abandoned all your friends, where anybody who calls you, you're like, please come over and help me. Please save me. These children are torturing me. You want to hang out? You want to hang out? I want a friend. You go through that phase.
So you were brewing beer to lure people into your house?
I was brewing beer because I was losing my mind. I was bored. I had little kids running around the house, asking me questions. You really, I wasn't doing comedy.
Right.
This was like going back like 10, 12 years. When I have 13, 14 years and my kids are little. So I started brewing. Yeah. And then I was making beer. Get fat, brewing, drinking alcohol.
Yeah. My cousin used to do wine. All types of different wine.
So wine, you got to wait a goddamn year minimum to drink it. That's the thing. Beer, it's like 4 to 6 weeks is reasonable. It's manageable.
The only thing I've done was done my own vanilla extract because that has to sit for like a year. So I got the bottles. I did the thing, vodka, rum mix. So I'm sitting in. I'm about like, let me see.
I mean, that's a lot gayer, but it's still, sorry. But go on with your vanilla
another
extract.
5 months. Another 5 months.
If somebody told me I homebrew vanilla extract, I'd be like, hold on a
not brew, it's
second,
not
please.
brew, just a
Can we
process.
get a skirt over here for this guy, please?
You'll say that when you get your Christmas gift. Let's see.
That's her scented lube, right?
Merry Christmas, Alex. Here's your own vanilla. Oh my God.
Extract. You brewed vanilla extract?
It's not brewing, but yeah, make it. Yeah.
Do you have ADD like we do? I think you do. You don't have ADD?
Caribbean, yo. That's
You're always
impossible.
trying
bro.
something new, little
No.
projects.
I find one thing and I just like completely commit to it.
Okay, but then do you get bored of it and try another thing? Or no, you just commit to that one?
I hope not, or I've wasted a lot of money on comedy.
Yeah, but I mean the process. Like there's nothing like writing and getting a new bit that works. You thought about something, then it's like, does this make any sense? Probably not. And you go to bed.
How long you doing?
Get
comedy?
up. Hold on. You get up and you figure some stuff out and you connect it. You go, oh shit, I can't wait to try this. That blah blah blah. Like for me, sometimes I would do just a premise at a mic, all right, and it may sound like shit. Then I said, okay, that's what it sounds like. And then I'll use it in the show. Like I did a bit on your show that I only did one time ever.
At a mic or a show?
At a mic. I did it at
It worked?
a mic. And then I did it at a show, yeah.
But did it work the mic?
Did it? Yeah. Yeah.
Or you immediately saw the way to tweak it that it would work. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
after a while be like, all right, this one
Nice,
tweak
yeah.
will fix it.
And I used it.
Yeah.
I used it in Sloop. I used it in Belmar, and I used it in Harlem last Saturday. So
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a weird thing for everybody. Some comedians can do it for like 6 months and start like trying their first bits that they've never tried anywhere on a show. And I was doing it for like 6-7 years until I started being confident to like, all right, I could just right away try this at a show. I know it'll be funny.
yeah.
Before that, I would just be like sweating bullets thinking, oh my God, I haven't actually heard people laugh to this.
Yeah.
What if this bombs? These people paid, they're looking at me. You know.
Yeah, that's
what I mean.
That's the difference. Is like I think I think the gig depends on it, right? And like we're different in that. Like I mean, you guys probably get longer spots than I do. Like I do a 15 here and there, but like you guys probably do 20s more often and 30s,
in a while,
whatever.
Yeah.
But most of mine are 5s, and like not actually, most of mine are 10s. But like when I'm getting a spot, like it's usually like somebody's like, hey, somebody recommended you, and then I don't want to let whoever recommended me down by trying out new stuff. But if it's like a show that I'm producing, because I do that too much now, I'm trying out my own stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you're producing. You're going to rebook yourself.
Yeah. I'm never gonna drop me from a show.
You're going to be like, you're not going to be on the show anymore. That joke. No, you're doing the smart thing, man. And I did that in the first like 3-4 years of my career all the time. I refused to. I only did like my best material at the show, whether it was 10, 12. But then it does get you seen and known, like, oh, he's funny because his material. You become consistent to other people. Like, oh, he's always fun. And by the way, David is like, you're like the most improved comic I've seen in a while. We didn't see you for like 6 months, and then we saw you, and then you were like holy crap, who's this guy?
Like he improved.
Guys,
How
yeah.
long are you doing it now?
I started in April of 24, so a
1
year
and
and a couple months.
Yeah.
oh, you're damn. Yeah, you're making huge improvements, man.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks.
awesome.
You gotta
Yeah, you're doing great.
keep at it. Yeah.
Doing a lot of time. I'm very lucky.
You gotta be consistent.
to be doing as many.
But you also got to guard against burnout as well too, because that people don't talk about that. They usually say, "Okay, you got to go get it," and then you go get it, and then the next thing you're like, "Oh man, I'm so fatigued, I'm burnt out." You can get burnout. This thing's got to be.
Yeah, I worry about the burnout. I think I have a resolve that I'm pushing for, and I don't really want to back down at all. My goal is to make a living off of being funny, whether it's on stage or not. That's why I do the podcast. That's why I'm doing a lot of different things, along with stand up, because I just. I've spent a long time working for other people, making other people money. And I would very much, I don't care if I work for somebody else. However, I definitely just want I want to spend my time making fun of things.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. At least
Yeah.
you come to grips with it and own it, because a lot of people are afraid to say it. A lot of people are going, "Yeah, I'm just like if I do a show, right, and I'm on a show and there's a person that goes, yeah, I just try it to see," I immediately turn my back. We don't have anything in common with a hobby comic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, some people just want to. It's a bucket list thing.
I know.
There are people like that. Comics, just a bucket list. Comics I call them, or hobby comics. Like they tried it. You know that they have no desire to like shoot for like being a working comic.
Yeah.
That's a
Going on the
few
road,
people
yeah.
like that. That's okay though. That's their
Again,
thing.
it's fine. Everybody don't have to. But I'm just saying that for me, like, I don't waste time having that, because we have different goals.
Yeah. I get
Welcome
that.
back from commercial. We're sitting here with the elitist comic, David Beckles Jr. and
Yes, and I'm
We're
saying
back.
he will not talk to you if you don't do comedy 2 times a week.
Yes, it's a complete waste of time. my time.
Snooty comics. So how old are you?
I'm going to be 35 in a month.
Oh, you started at a good age. That's awesome, man.
I thought
started
you
at
were
41.
like,
You started at 30,
28.
34 you started, right? You were 34.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You got plenty of time. And then,
Thanks, man. That's nice because like, you go to an open mic and all these kids are like 22, 25,
You can't,
27.
You can't.
Yeah, it just makes you feel old, though.
I used to
doesn't it?
do.
Yeah, it does.
I used to go to a lot of mics, right? And then I would be the only one doing accents, like when I first started out. And I was like, damn, maybe I got this thing all wrong. And I tried to be like them for some stupid reason. And I'd have people say to me, "What happened to your voices, your accents?" I go, "Yeah." And then my boy was like, "Yo, you cannot not. What are you doing? That's what you do." And finally, I embraced it wholeheartedly, and I said, this is because this is me. This is me. This is my act.
But you ever feel old though?
I don't care about that.
It doesn't bother.
Wait,
Yeah, I
listen,
never even viewed it.
because-
Don't view it like that. Just
because
you go to the mics.
I speak out of my experience, right?
I agree.
I speak out of my experience.
Yep.
When I look back, and I could reference things 20, 30 years ago, that's advantage me. You know? That's what I'm talking about. I hate to be on a show where everybody talks about the same thing.
I agree.
I go, ugh. And you know what's out there a lot? Relationships, dating, drug use. Just a lot of it. I see a lot of it. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, well, let me try something different.
You feel old when you see like the early 20s, mid 20s comics.
I think I feel old. It's not that I feel old. I think I feel behind when I see a kid that's maybe half a decade younger than me that's already been doing it for half a decade, and they're doing a lot, you know, and
Yeah.
that's impressive to me. And I don't think it's maybe. I think I feel behind because I wish I was that age when I realized that this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah, but you can't go back.
Of
And
course
you know,
not.
You know what's a good way to view it?
Yeah.
How I view it? I mean, this is a good, decent way to view it. And that's that. If you see somebody who's doing it for 10 years, that's a 10-year comic, good comic, right? But he put his 10 years in. And if he's 25 and you're going to be 45 doing it for 10, 11 years, you'll be a great comic, but you'll be just a little older. But both of you put that time in.
Yeah.
Both of you did the 10 years,
But,
you know?
but also too, because I sometimes would think about that, especially if you did a set that's like not stellar or not so good. You start to think and you start to wonder. But that's just an internal struggle and battle that everybody has at some level, right? Because I wanted to do this thing when I was in my early 20s, but I was like, yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, right? I had people saying, yeah, go from the 90s, from the late 90s. You should go. And I finally went to open mic in 2004. Finally, right? It was a Tuesday night train wreck. And when I got up, I said to someone, I said, this thing took me 10 years to get up here and try this thing, right? And I did a set. And when the host was like, for first time, that's actually pretty damn good. So I used to go every Tuesday, and it was this girl, I forgot her name. She was a touring comic. And I did a set, and she was like, oh, it's a lot of nice stuff, unique stuff. Like this girl, she's like, oh, the guy with all the accent, he's good, da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And then
10 years to try it?
Yeah.
It took me 25 years to try it. I wanted to do it since I was 16.
Wow.
I didn't gather the courage till I was 41. So it doesn't matter.
And
Start when you start,
And that's
you know?
the thing. And
You are where you are.
And another thing is too is that now this is going to get a little bit biblical, but it's going to say comparison is the thief of joy, right? Which means if you keep looking at other people, you gotta mind your business, stay in your lane, put your blinkers on, and concentrate on you, because you are not called to do what they're called to do. It's like a highway, several cars, same highway, different destinations. You know what I mean? So you just got to make the best out of who you are. You're a unique voice to the gift to the world. It's a reason that we all have individual fingerprints. Not the same, because we're not meant to be the same. So what you're going to bring is not what I'm going to bring, not what Alex going to bring. But we all could exist and be funny comedians, just.
You got any jokes on gyms? Being in gyms? Crazy stuff in the gyms?
Working on them. I've got some premises that I'm
Crazy
working
stories that have happened to you? Things that have happened to you in the gyms?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Not
yeah.
crazy wild things like
I'll talk about this because it's the most obscure thing to me. I was managing the gym, and I was the only one working front desk that day. And this young lady comes in. She's probably mid 20s, maybe 30 at this age. She comes in and she looks frazzled, right? So I'm like, all right, what's going on here? And I'm like, hello. I greet everybody. I'm like, hello, how you doing today? She goes, good. She's still frazzled. I'm like, everything okay? And I knew her name. I'm not gonna say her name, but I knew her name. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I was just taking a shower before coming here, and there was an exposed wire. She goes, and I touched it, and it shocked me. And I'm like, are you okay? And then she goes, yeah. Am I okay to touch the weights? And I'm like, do you not know what conducts like electric? First, like you're touching exposed wires in the shower. Like, where do you live? You know. Like,
He expects to
dear
be a
God,
superhero
that's
now
great.
or a
I
super
don't know.
villain or
I don't
something?
know, but yeah, that was so wild to me.
I would have been like, you need to get grounded first. So what you got to do is grab my penis, stroke it for about 5 minutes, and that's going to ground the electricity out of your body. We need to do this in that locker room right over there, or that broom closet. Nobody knows. Let me just turn the lights off.
And that's why I left the gym actually, because I said that. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
A little silly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Somebody
lot of
failed
silly.
science class.
I've been trying to pick different points in my life where I've been feeling low, and then try to like make fun of it. So like tearing this off is probably what I want to work with. I want to figure out how to make that situation funny because it was a funny circumstance. It was just like I got to punch it up.
Okay.
Check this out. Check this out real quick. Boom.
Ooh, skin. All right. MCL.
Torn quad.
Torn quad.
That's a
Oh,
tough one.
wow.
He's got a double tear.
Two of
Oh,
them.
what are you, Vince McMahon?
Boom.
Like, jeez. How did that happen?
I was at work
Oh, the story.
on.
Has it been on this podcast a bunch?
No. But it's
Okay.
the story. Go ahead.
I was out. We were doing this. I'm not going to drop the name of the product, but it's for ice cream. And we were
You're doing event promotion.
yeah in event promotions, and I had to help load a bike into a Sprinter van. All right, Sprinter van. Did that.
Really narrowing it down with the
Yeah.
ice cream product.
Yeah, an ice cream. And I'm
There's a
gonna
bike
go ice cream.
involved. Yeah.
So I step out over a bungee car that was placed there. I stepped on the edge of the bumper out of the truck. My right foot. Picked my left foot up over the bungee cord, and as soon as I stepped on the back of this thing, I slid one time. Boom, quick. That was it.
Just a slip.
Just a slip
The
down.
slip caused both of them. They ruptured.
What actually caused the rupture was the exposed wire he touched 2 days before.
That was it. When I looked down, my knees were like this.
Uh-huh.
I was like, that don't look.
Does it hurt? Do you feel? Because I've seen the videos of it. It looks excruciating. Like
My friend, who's
right away, you knew that.
yeah, I know something's wrong. And my friend, guess what his name is?
David.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was there. He's like, you all right, man? You sure? He said, you're calm. And he said, yeah. I mean, he put his hand. I squeezed the living.
Didn't your quad go all the way up like this? It
Yeah,
it was
but
like a
yours-
curtain up
Yeah, yours tore from the hip.
right here.
from his.
So, but they bunched here, right?
Yeah.
So they tore from here.
I don't know where to throw.
No, they tore from his patella tendon and came up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quad tendon
okay.
is right here.
Yeah.
and
Well,
just
the
muscle
quadriceps are
basically-
this whole muscle here. So, like, if it's balled up here, then they came
It tore it
from
up.
here.
No, his
Okay.
went up this way, so
Okay.
it tore here, right?
It tore. Well, I guess.
Well, you got the scars there, so
what
it tore
what
there.
what when the ambulance came, they had to lift me. Everybody had to lift me up, and it was in the ER. And then I remember one of the doctors saying, "Well, we got good news and bad news." So I was like, "What's the bad news?" He's like, "Well, you tore both quads." I was like, well, "What's the good news?" She's like, "Well, you didn't break anything, so it can just it's the operation. We can get them back together, and but it's it's
How old were you?
40. Let me see, 40 or 41. 42 actually. 42.
Okay.
I was 42.
Still a good age for that to happen.
Yeah, I was 42. I remember because all I wanted to do was come back home, pick my daughter up from school. I didn't come back home until the following week.
So we got to talk about a topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I want to hear your opinions. Big thing in comedy, if you're watching this and you're a comedian or you're watching what's happening in comedy, is the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Oh,
A lot of talk about that. What's your opinion
a
on
lot
that?
of
Do you know what's
We're going to
going
go to commercial, guys. I'll be appearing at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Now, what's my opinion on it?
Yeah.
Boy, this is a political thing, I guess, right?
Well, no, I mean, the story for the viewers who don't know what's going on, we got to set up, people listening, they don't know. So major names like what Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Pete Davidson, a couple more I'm forgetting, right? Big name. Picture the biggest names in comedy. They're getting paid a ton of money to perform in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That regime is not exactly known for being having human rights, 5-star human rights.
Yep.
The killing of that reporter,
Yep.
Jamal Khashoggi.
Yep.
The the whole 9/11, and then
Yep.
that he was Saudi Arabian, and they supposedly may have funded it.
Yep.
It's an oppressive regime to women, to this and that. Okay, so we established that.
Mm-hmm.
Louis C.K.'s on there. Everybody,
Kevin
big names.
Hart,
Look at that.
He all like basically like
Bill Burr.
arguably
Is that Hannibal?
Sebastian
Hannibal.
Maniscalco.
Yeah, Hannibal.
Oh,
Buress.
Sam Morril is on there. Ooh,
You name it.
Mark Nome. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
man.
big names.
Russell
on that.
Peters.
I mean,
oh man,
You
even
got Bill
Zarna
Burr,
Clark,
Louis,
Fluffy.
Russell, Dave Chappelle, Fluffy.
there goes what's her name? Jessica Kirkson.
So the thing is it's looked at like you know who stirred up waves on social media was Mark Maron. He said like, oh, that's nice, you're taking blood money. Like, how you could even do this? Like, this is what he said, not what I'm saying. He said, how do you even advertise this? From the people that brought to you 9/11 and chopping up bone sawing Jamal Khashoggi, yuck yuck, come have yuck yucks at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. So like, what I heard from one, I'll tell you what I heard. And Bill Burr talked about it, and his was it Bill? Yeah, it was Bill Burr talked about it on his podcast before he signed up for it. Preemptively, he said his opinion was, you're trying to spread comedy. They don't have comedy like we do here, and you're trying to you're like an ambassador for comedy. It's the comedy is spreading, like you want people. But then, would I say that too if somebody paid me $2 million for a show? I'd be like, well, these guys need to laugh.
But listen, okay,
I don't know.
these guys are pretty much the top of the food chain. Everybody's a professional comedian. All
These
of
are
them,
top comics.
All of them are top comics, right?
Yeah.
It's a difference if you come to me to pay me $1 million out to do comedy.
But there's some big names who said no to this. You know who said no to this? Shane Gillis said no to this.
Yeah.
He said, how do you do this when I know firefighters whose parents died and firefighters who died in
And
9/11. And you know who's doing it? It's Pete Davidson. His dad died.
right,
in Dallas.
and people are giving him
doing
shit
it.
for that as well. So what is it then? Because like I was saying, $1 million could change my life. It's changed my life.
Everybody doing this is already. Am I wrong to
This
say
is
everybody
true.
doing this is
Everybody's
already
pretty much.
doesn't? This is not. They don't need this to survive.
You're not on a
Well,
bread
they all
line.
look like
doing pretty
millionaires
good.
to me.
Yeah, or if not, millionaires close to.
Yeah.
Who's the guy next to Mark Norman though? I don't. Who's that guy?
Where's Mark?
Mark Norman's
Mark Norman.
second from the left.
That's Hannibal,
Under
isn't it?
Hannibal Buress.
That's Hannibal
Oh,
Buress.
that's Hannibal Buress. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Di Stefano. Wow, it's big names, big names. Zarna Garg,
So what do you think, David?
Jessica Kirk.
Just careful how you answer. This is going to affect your booking.
Yeah, man, this is really going to affect my
No.
booking, especially in the city, I think. I personally am not going to judge any of these people for doing it. I heard some of them are getting paid $1.6 million.
Really?
Tim Dillon was getting paid the low end, which is like $300K. That for an hour of comedy, to go there and do 1 hour of comedy, you're getting paid 1.6, or you're just going there to $300,000. That's an amazing amount of money for anybody. I'm not going to judge anybody from that. I don't know. I don't know how many houses Bill Burr has to pay for.
So want to hear my opinion on it?
Yeah.
It's like you got to ask where the money's coming from. If it's coming from, but the way they're discussing it is like, oh, this money's blood money, and it's the guy paying you paid Osama bin Laden or paid them to chop up the reporter. But that's not necessarily coming from the prince. It's coming from, where's that money coming from?
wanna
If
know
it's a
why-
foundation.
It's supposed to be coming from the government, but that's a little hypocritical.
Is it?
In some sense? I think, and this will get me in trouble, but like our tax dollars right now go to make weapons.
There you go.
That
That's what I
kill
was getting to.
Right.
America's
Just
not
people
exactly.
in different countries,
David saying America's not innocent.
Wow,
Exactly.
you
Love
two
it.
anti-American piece
Hold
of
on,
Oh yeah, no, I'm
I
with you
fucking
on
love
this.
this country. Yeah. I really love this country. Yeah.
No. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's a soapbox stance. Like, oh, we're with this shining beacon on the hill, and we've never done anything. How
I
could
just
you do
think
that? It's true.
I just think our society does a lot of
Soapboxing.
soapboxing. Oh, I'm gonna stand up for this because I believe in this, and it's like we don't know 90% of the
Right.
information.
Which is a lot of. Let me tell you something. And everything these days is highly politicized. Everything is political. I saw a post yesterday, right? And it was 1 minute and 33 seconds. It had to do with the Christian right, all white Christian nationalist type. And I said, especially as a black man, black Christian, I'm not going to judge the whole thing based on 1 minute, 33 seconds, right? Doesn't make sense. It's not fair. Then I went to the actual post. I got through 20 minutes and I had to tap out. I was like, oh, this is some horse shit right here. These fuckers are demons.
You did your diligence.
Demons.
Demons. I was like, oh, these, no way.
Yeah.
But I at least I took the extra step to learn. Now I know, as opposed to you know, I've seen it for myself. So I wouldn't speculate. A lot of times you can speculate and be wrong, because I remember when Barack Obama got elected, how many years ago? They took a 30-second clip from one of his pastor's speeches. I was like, oh, America's chickens come home to roost. Then when I heard the full message, that 30 minutes, it was not the same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think we are in an age now. No, I think we are in an age now where we are quick to point, quick to assume without knowing. Like you guys said, you know, where's the actual money coming? No one asks, where's the money coming from? Do you assume? How do you know money's coming from?
Well, I mean, the internet says it's.
But internet says a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at
that's
it.
what's stupid, though.
The internet says pigs could fly at one point too.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
exactly,
Dude,
exactly.
None of the information on the internet is.
Not all of it. Without we are information rich, but decision making poor. If that makes sense.
I look at it like I agree with what he said, what David said.
In other words, Alex is saying, "Pay me the money, baby." How's everybody doing?
I will also
if
take
it's
the
a
money.
government, government's vast, right? It controls the whole country. There's so much going on in Saudi Arabia. There's so much going on in the U.S. Some shady, some not. So to take it from a government, it's different if you took it from a criminal organization. Right. If they're not performing for the Colombian drug cartel, that's one thing. But this the government. It's like, I don't know. I would do it.
Russell Peters, and they talked about, both Kevin Hart has stories about.
And then I would donate the money to myself. I would keep it all. I would just want to check.
Russell Peters and Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has a story before he became this level of Kevin Hart. He was still out, he was out knowing whatnot. But he said those guys have so much money.
It's nuts.
Falcons, that they have pet falcons. $100,000 each. They had monkeys dressing them in baby Gap, and people and handlers walking them and dressing them up. It's stupid money these people got. Yeah. Russell Peters said they paid him an insane amount of money to sit there and roast them. He said he's like, "Hey man, it's a nice watch." You know what the guy did? Take off his watch and give, because it's their culture. That's what they had to do.
Yeah, if you compliment something, they have to
Gabriel Iglesias says, when he was again on his rise too, he's like, somebody reached out and said, "Hey, we'd like you to perform." He's like, "Yeah, okay." So he told his people to give him an insane amount of money, or at least what he thought was insane. He said, by the end of the day, what is your banking details? And they sent it to him. He's like, "Martin, I guess we're going to Saudi Arabia." I'm not saying that the government obviously is not oppressive or whatever the regime is, because I'm not totally aware of what goes on or whatever. I just heard this 2 days ago. I just heard about this 2 days ago.
You know about as much about Saudi Arabian politics as that girl knew about electrical fuses that went in the gym, right?
Call back.
Call back.
Attention breaker, yeah.
I want to ask you a reason. Is it safe to me to touch the weights, because I might have electrical powers?
You want to hear my cop out for this?
Go ahead.
As a cisgendered white man, I don't think anybody needs to hear my opinion on this. I really don't. I think we've spoken enough, and
nice.
That is good. Yeah. That makes me sound ignorant, but I'm going to be honest. Anybody that's judging these people, before they say something, they should also just background check where they've gotten all of their money from over time. Because if they've invested in Apple and made a lot of money with their money off of Apple, Apple's not the most clean company. If they're benefiting from Zuckerberg, maybe.
In this room, we're wearing T-shirts that are made by children in Indonesia, Pakistan, or India, right? Like, when nobody's innocent, it's globalism. We're not all innocent, and that's a great point. Like, they didn't make the money.
So in other words, we're available to do comedy in Ray or whatever that place, right?
I'll take the money. Yeah. I just like.
Also, hold on. They pay you $75K. You going
For that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How long is
I
it?
will be in front of Kim Jong-un like, so what's up with North Korea?
Yeah.
What's up with your barber, yo? Your shit is mad tight, B. Word up. You know what I'm saying? Give it up. Round of applause, yo, everybody.
I would do a lot of bad things for 75K. talking about good things.
I think you could have lowered that number even more, David.
For 75K, I'll eliminate half this list.
I might go for just a plane ticket and a free meal.
Yeah, damn, like that'll be fun. Yeah. Honestly, cover
Way
my
to
flight.
lighten up the mood,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Have you ever done comedy overseas?
No.
I got to do it last year. I was supposed to headline at a place in Prague. It fell through because when I went there, they had closed the club for that week, and they said you can headline any other week, but I was already there from vacation.
Yeah.
So instead, I didn't. But then I caught another night where they let me do like 15 minutes of feature because they didn't want to bump that other headliner, and it was phenomenal because the crowds were. I'm talking obvious expat.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's an expat club. That means like just expatriates, like Americans. It was everybody in every country in the world was in this room who spoke English. It's just like this room had like 2 people from Nigeria who moved to Prague. This was in Prague. 4 Americans, 3 British people, a Canadian, 2 people from Pakistan who speak English who moved to Prague. You know, like from all parts of the
Mexicans
corners
at
of the
all?
world.
Mexicans?
They actually had a Mexican guy. They had a guy from Ghana who spoke fluent Czech and English. So, you know, like they're there. and
He's
they're
gotten
bored.
all the Prague poon, is what I'm
So
saying.
they don't even call them expat bars; they're English-speaking bars, and it's the only comedy club in Prague, and it was phenomenal doing
My
that.
brother, what are you doing here? Vagina, that's what I'm here for.
Now it was really startling to see a black guy from he was Nigerian, who spoke fluent Czech and then English. That was really weird, you know. But I'm saying is,
tell me more. It's like, what?
but I'm saying is when you make like people laugh from like all over the world, you're like, okay, so my comedy connects with everybody.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It feels good.
Yeah.
'Cause, you
Just
know?
making, like, I think comedians are really dumb people. Like, we're all dumb people. You know what I mean? We're up there being silly because we're dumb. Like, if we had valuable contributions, we would have valuable. But I think our gift back to the world, and I'm going to call it a gift, which is stupid, but like, I think people can spend all the time that they want on the internet. They can do whatever negative crap they want to do. We're choosing to spend our time going to open mics and all this time commitment doing shows. Yeah, we get paid for it, but like, I would do this for free. Like, I really, and we're making content right now, and the goal is to just lighten the mood, make people a little happier. Like, what are you gonna give back to the world?
I'll say this, but I'll push back a little bit.
Sure.
Because I know you're joking, but I mean, I had a friend one time that said he was seriously about to commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what made him stop? Somebody smiled at him, just a random smile. Change the mood, change his mood. And he's here today, all this amount of years.
That's awesome.
So I do believe laughter is important. Is it the only thing? No, but it's good to, you know what a good belly laugh does to a person?
100%.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it's important. It's important to have a balanced life, and laughter is a part of it. It's the part, you know, we play. That's the part you're playing. Because to go up, it is an incredible art form.
Mm-hmm.
To go and make people laugh, that you're expected to be able to make people laugh, and to go and to do it is phenomenal for me, I think. And there's so many different levels and styles. That's why I love levels and styles, the storytelling, the one-liners, whatever.
Yeah, man, that's what makes the world.
Yeah.
You know, I had a really smart guy once told me that, like, you know, French, well, he was talking about cuisine and music, and he says the highest level of cuisine is like French cooking. They've developed these methods that they perfected over hundreds of years, and they're these amazing. He goes, it's just the best kind of food and everything, okay? And then he was talking about classical music, saying that's like the highest level of music because what it took to make it, how much music. But I'm like, okay, but if you only had French or classical music, the world would suck.
Right.
You have to have them all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just, can you imagine eating steak and lobster every day? You'd be bored after a week. You'd lose your mind. So you can't just have the best things.
And
You gotta have a little of everything.
To
Yes, I
add
agree.
to add to that, classical music. What do we think about Bad Bunny performing for the Super Bowl?
I'm not on the down low on that. What's happening with that?
Some
Bad
people
Bunny?
are losing their shit because Bad
He's
Bunny.
performing?
It's a very topical podcast, actually. I didn't realize that.
Bad Bunny is.
I listened to the Chris Warren episode, not topical at all, actually. I'm kidding. That was all politics.
Bad Bunny is.
Because of Chris Warren episode, we're going to be wearing Kevlar. So we're going out to the parking lot. So, Ukrainian. Check your car for bombs today.
I will say this
mirror.
is the only podcast I've had to do where there's a security guard that checks you in.
Yes.
Yeah, and an
Because of
elevator.
Chris Warren. He wasn't here before that episode.
Yeah. Dang.
But the people are losing. See, I try not to pay attention to everything because every day is something new. One day it's this with the comedians. Now, Bad Bunny is performing, and something. How you're mad at the act that's performing for Super Bowl? Bad Bunny set you off. God bless America. I mean, if you could afford to be mad at Bad Bunny,
That is just.
I mean, come on.
I don't
It's
listen.
not good, Bunny.
Hey,
And that's what's the problem with this country.
Why
It's
can't
not-
it be good, Bunny?
it's not good, Bunny.
Yeah, but I think everybody has a bullhorn with Twitter, and
they do.
and
Everybody does.
We're at a point where it doesn't matter if I came out and said, Jesus just came back. We're all getting $1 billion, and there's world peace. There'd be at least 10 people immediately like, that's some bullshit right there. I think Jesus is not as an asshole, and world peace is bullshit. I think it's somebody would be upset with the greatest news. That's just how it is. There's always somebody who's complaining over everything. You can't make everybody happy.
Are these people Jews? You're thinking? Oh, I'm kidding.
Stop! I don't
got
want it to
me.
rain.
It's funny. But where somebody would always have a problem with anything, and that's part of it. I used to think that, oh man, they want to be such a strong comic that if there's 100 people in the room, 101 got to be dying laughing. That's unrealistic. Doesn't make sense.
But I partially don't agree with you about we're not smart. Comedians are, we're different kind of smart. You're an observational smart. Like I think a comedian's job is to do social commentary on the crazy injustices and weird, stupid things in life and call them out.
Right.
That's what the court jester was, right?
Yeah.
And oh shit, time flew by. We got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left?
Yeah.
3 minutes.
right.
3 minutes.
That's crazy. This flew by.
3 minutes.
It always does.
No, this flew by more than usual. I think it's David.
Yeah. It's
just-
upstate
Like
vibes.
such a great guest, guys.
Man.
Yeah.
You are a good guest.
So you had farm. You had pet animals or no?
We have cows, horses, chickens. We had pigs, we had sheep, but they all just died of natural causes.
Which animal do you not like on a farm? Like the asshole of the farm?
Chickens are dumb.
They're the
So
assholes
dumb.
of the farm?
If a natural predator for you is a turtle, I think you don't deserve to live. Like I'm sorry, but a natural predator for a chicken and or duck is a turtle. That's stupid, guys.
And a chicken, ironically, if it took a shower, wouldn't get zapped in the shower.
That's true.
You know enough not to touch the live wire, Stacy.
Chicken will go, yeah, she's a dummy. But shaking.
You believe that used to be a T-Rex? How stupid is that? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
of
Closest
evolution.
descendant is a chicken. That's
Yeah.
what.
If you believe in that sort of thing now.
There's a thing story behind that too. Yeah,
We got 2 minutes left, man. You got anything coming up? You can plug your podcast, plug your socials. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Please follow and watch my podcast, Likeable, at Likeable Pod on Instagram. I try to interview local and non-local comedians, talk about entry-level comedy as well as getting on shows, producing shows, all that kind of stuff. It's very silly. We don't cover politics, unlike some people. Try not to, guys. I don't think people need to hear my opinion on that. Follow me on Instagram at David Stickle Comedy. I've got dates all up the wazoo, and that is great. Thanks.
Wazoo is a real place, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
we will not talk about politics. How do you feel about the Israel-Gaza war? Where do you
boy,
stand
if you
on
wanna
that?
Hear about that? Yeah.
You got what do you got coming up?
Got coming up? I don't know.
minute.
That shows. They'll be down here. Terrence will put it up. Our lovely, awesome producer.
With his hair.
I got shows coming up. If you're watching this, there's something coming up.
Yeah, same.
Look in the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I haven't. I gotta check my calendar. I actually don't use my calendar. Alex says I don't, but I'm an old West Indian, so I always put everything right in here.
Check my so Instagram. What's your Instagram?
At David Stickle Comedy.
At David Stickle Comedy. At Big Alex Comedy. Check my link tree for all my shows. It's on Instagram. David.
At Black Rock Dave.
Rock Dave. Check
This has
out
been
all
episode
his shows.
33. Thanks for stopping by, my brother.
Thanks for having me,
Fun.
guys. This is
right.
cool.
Hey guys, tune in. I I can fist bump your ear, fist bump it from you. Boom.
I'll do a fist pump.
All right, good. You
wow.
electrocuted. It shocked it. Thank you, Stacy.
Put my dick on a battery.
I
Are we gonna die?
feel the kielbasa
Stacy.
flowing through my veins. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.